There we go. Gee, that was super embarrassing. I just happened to notice my sound levels were not doing good. And so, yeah, there, that's much better. Wow, that was not fun. So, sorry about the audio level, but nobody was in here, so that's okay. But yeah, that was pretty embarrassing for the replay. I will edit that out. Definitely edit that out. So I've been running my mouth for a little bit, and this definitely just tells me I'm getting a wired mic from here on out because I had Bluetooth go out on me. So just to kind of give you an idea of what I've been working on is I am doing the poster for the Home Alone. This here is the sketch, and actually it's not 9:15, it's going to be 8:15 on December 14th, which is just a week away from the Saturday. I've got to get it to the printers. It is Thursday night. I want to get this done to the printers. I don't stress them out, and then I don't stress me out as well. So yeah, so that's what we're going to get going on, and just kind of show you guys. I do thumbnails. I did about 20 thumbnails on this. This is the one that I liked. I kind of was on this one a little bit, and I kept working on it. So this is kind of what we're going to be working on. I don't think I'm going to have to stress too hard on this because this isn't a close-up like where the last one that I was doing, I had to get a likeness of John Candy, and so this is all going to be out of my noggin here. And I think that should be fun. So this is going to be more of a cartoon representation, and I'm not going to worry about so much of likeness with some of the other posters I've had to do on this. So just FYI. So let's go ahead and begin because I don't have much time. Boy, I'm really embarrassed about that audio. Note to self, I am getting a wired mic. The DJI mics are great in the field when I'm doing my plein air stuff, but this was not good. So I heard something go out. I thought I had checked everything, and so yeah, that's what happened. And so I'll be sure that doesn't ever happen again because my next purchase is going to be a wired mic. So one of my thumbnails. There's a couple options. I can go over here and change the filter on these and do like multiply or something like that, so lighten. And sometimes these work and sometimes they're not so great. Hard mix and saturation, color, all that stuff. Sometimes I'll use these paper filters if I think they do better, but then for this much it's not. So just reduce the opacity just about there. Just so you know, there's some other tricks that you can do too in Procreate. So I can also go over here to my adjustments, and then I can also then do adjust some things. And one of the things that is like the hue, saturation, brightness, I can adjust the brightness this way. The other thing I can do is I can also go over in here and then do curves, and I can do gamma, and then from the gamma I can then kind of adjust just that a little bit more. So this way I won't have to reduce the opacity too much on there. So just tip, if you're bringing in imagery into your project and you want to trace over it or use it as a guide for your thumbnails, and this would be the thing to do. So yeah, I'll do that, and I'll probably just bring it down just a tad. We're going to lock the layer so I don't accidentally draw on it. And I like to go in blue pencil. We're going to go with I don't know, I may just do the shell brush on this one. So let's go here, and just so you guys know, my size dimensions is for the canvas here is going to be so it's going to be 11.25 by 17 by 2.3 at 300 dpi, And so, and I can also name this here, Home Alone NARO. Whoops, I thought I had the cap lock. NARO posters. There you go. So now it's named and ready to roll. So let's go ahead and get going. And so the first thing I want to do is, I think that this area here is pretty much well resolved. I think where I'm going to have trouble here is I want to get as many characters in here as possible, or knickknacks. I may have to go and review the movie a little bit, but I think for the most part I'm going to get most of this in tonight and done. I may add some small things, but for the most part you'll get to see the bulk of the poster getting done tonight. So let's go and do that. So shell brush. So I'll start with the feet. And this is, I haven't watched the movie, and I want to say I don't think I've watched this year, so I'm really kind of going off of what my memory was last year. I remember he had like these puffy pants or jeans at some point, so maybe these are jeans, and he had a sweater on, so I think it was a striped sweater. And that's the nice thing about doing at least a thumbnail, because it at least lets you kind of work out things and then bring it in. The last poster, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, I just started blank, but this one I knew I was running out of time. I was not feeling good earlier this week, and so I knew that I had to kind of compensate for time missing I was hoping to do. I was hoping to get it live yesterday, and I just wasn't. So to compensate for that, I was doing thumbnails in pencil, and I said I'll just at least bring this in. We'll bring this in a little bit here. Ooh, that's really big. I'd already kind of worked out that if I have the photos, I'll bring them in later. But I kind of had worked out an idea for the look for the Kevin, at least a little bit. But I want to make him look younger, so I'll probably add a bigger head because that's just too small. So we'll try to put that in, give him, and then of course he's got big ears, so I may just go and put that in here. It's like big ears. And once I get the gist of this, I'll kind of bring it in. And of course he has that little part to the side here, and then we're going to have some hair flipping up. Eyebrows. May even elongate it a little bit. So we'll tap that down a little bit here. At some point, it's just enough for right now. Yeah, it looks, his head's got to be bigger, so we're going to adjust that a little bit. But right now I want to get just the other elements on this. So he was doing the whole thing there, but that's got to be adjusted. So let's try to do this here. So I like about the shell brush, it's just really great there. And so we'll have a, maybe I think it was one of these like hang on things. something like that. I'll refine that later. So, and I remember the house is we were going to not necessarily go with the traditional McAllister house. I was going to kind of do something a little bit more fun with this. So, and there's going to be snow on the house too, so I've got to account for that. And I don't know if I let's see here. We'll probably pull that out a little bit there. Yeah. And then have a nice little, and then I know that I was going to have this like as part of a second section of the house, because I know it's a big house. I didn't want to kind of give it like it's a small tiny house, but maybe this is just like a little wing of the house here, so that people are like, oh, this house is much bigger than that. So I didn't want to kind of do that. And we'll have some snow dripping off the chimney, and we have a nice moon. And then we'll have the plane. I'm probably going to have the plane, and the idea is, his parents, spoiler alert, the parents leave him home alone. So, spoiler alert, the parents leave him home alone. So if you haven't seen this movie, yeah, I have not ruined it for you. That's the whole premise of the story. So, we'll just do a jet like that. So if you have any questions, oh, hey Jay, good to see you. I'll be creating I think I'll do a YouTube tutorial on how to do your own brushes. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there already, but at least I will share with everybody how I do my own brushes. So hopefully that'll help. But yeah, so we're just doing it in-house here, and we're gonna copy some of the windows, put some panes on there, and like I said, I'm just kind of like putting things in fast and loose, and just kind of, we'll refine a little bit more, but yeah. And of course there's the door entrance. I seem to remember something. Oh, we got to move that door because it's not centered. I want to make sure that thing, I think when I did this I didn't really have the door centered, and neither there's that window. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to take this here and we're going to move that over a little bit here so that it feels a little bit more centered. Let's make sure, yeah, they're about the same. Let's make this fit like that, except we're going to reset, and then we'll do freeform, and then that way I can go ahead and make sure. This is a little hack to make sure that your windows then are at least a little bit organized. Okay. Okay, I think I've got that there. And then that'll let me do the door. So we're going to do the little door right in the middle here. And then we'll have, I think I'm going to, yeah, we're going to have the door open like that. And then I'll just leave it like this for now. Have some steps. And I remember when I first started drawing, I hated architecture, but now I really enjoy it. It's strange. I really enjoy architecture now, but when I first started, geez, I hated it with a passion. It's like, wow. I remember when I was thinking of doing comics, you know, when I was younger, I was like, oh, I don't want to do buildings, and you know, but now I just it's fun. I think I really have plein air painting to thank for that, for forcing me to really learn how to take stuff like that on. So there's going to be some trees here, Christmas lights, and then we're gonna put that pathway, I don't know, like this idea. So we're gonna put that pathway here like that. And thanks, Ken. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, Ken. I appreciate it. I'll be up late trying to get all this done. And I'll have my coffee. I'm going to hand draw the Home Alone up here, but I'm going to wait on that. But we're just kind of roughing things in right now to make sure that I have room for the text. And so and so the other character is the Joe Pesci character. He's kind of fat. And Joe Pesci, I hope you're not watching, but yeah, he's kind of fat and short. And so I like the idea of him kind of like grasping at Kevin, but he's tripped over his evil cohort. And so that's going to be the fun part there. Is the trip. So we're going to put that here and then kind of have them airborne a little bit, to over exaggerate it. So and of course his evil cohort is going to have the spider on him. That was one of probably the most priceless moments in the movie, was, and he's what's it called, I can't remember which one was barefoot, but I think they both ended up barefoot because of the glue and the nails. All right, good night, Ken. And I like the idea of him holding, screaming for the spider, but this time I'm going to have him like grasping out, and the spider is going to be down here on his face like that. So that eliminates me having to do another face. So there's a spider there, so that works. And then we have the pizza car. And if I remember right, it was a hatchback. It was like one of those little Dodge Omni hatchbacks. I used to have one of those things. They were not the greatest cars in the world by any means. In fact, they were horrible cars. The only thing good about those cars was the parking. The parking was the best part about the car. That was it. That was about the only thing I could really say about that car, was the parking. We'll go ahead and have the hood knocked up because it's hit the statue, but I don't think we're gonna have it. And then we have the old man, and he's gonna be there standing with the shovel. So he's going to be holding that shovel. And so from there, and then I thought about maybe it might be kind of cool to have some trees in the background, and maybe something like that. Trees or something like that in the background. So that'll be elements there. And I'm going to fade different parts of these. So this is why I'm kind of doing it in blue pencil, so that I can move things around, cut and paste, and then do some work here. So I think I'll probably do the Home Alone font soon, and I thought it'd be kind of cool. We could have some like Christmas light strings strung around, just make this look like a hole, and some like we'll have like a mouse trap stuck to his foot, because I remember that part there. So mouse fat trap stuck to his foot, so there's gonna be some fun parts there, and another mouse trap. Yeah, if you've got any other suggestions of what I might want to add, feel free to text them in, and I will definitely consider it. So yeah, we've got the chimney here, and I think, yeah, let's go ahead and put in the Home Alone, and see from there. Note to self, I'm really, if anybody, I know that some of you guys are doing streaming, if you have a microphone suggestion that might that you're happy with. I've got one, but it's kind of old school. I just don't know whether I want to kind of go and get it one of the newer ones with one of the stands. I don't like the idea of clamping something and damaging the desk, because I built this desk by hand, so I don't want to ruin it. But at the same time, I don't have to deal with this Bluetooth thing. That was yeah, great for the field, but too many factors. I've already got Bluetooth headphones on. I don't want to have to deal with that factor as well. So let's go ahead and see home. I'm not really happy with that, so let's go ahead and see here. We'll copy this, go to distort. That's one of the things I love about doing these posters, is to be able to hand draw the fonts to fit the occasion, if you will. So we'll see about, maybe we have to ranch that in, so we'll probably bring that in a little bit. And I think it's just one of those things that's like it's an opportunity for me to do some fun stuff with hand-drawn fonts and not have to rely on text. And that way I can totally say it's hand-drawn. I mean, sometimes I think the other thing too is that the hand-drawn fonts really endear itself to my illustrations, whereas using fonts, then you got to find the right font. Does it match? If you do special characters or anything like that, then the problem is that, well, does that font have the special characters? Is it truly a good font? And then with Adobe and their subscription, and need I say more? It is, yeah. Lucky for me, I teach, so I'm not into the I'm not having to fork out for this subscription. But I promise you this, if I ever had to go it alone, and it required me to use programs like Photoshop, so unless Adobe wants to sponsor me or throw out it for free, no. I did actually used, I think after Photoshop CS version, I started using, I used a program called Pixelmator, and I used it on a client project, and the art director was none the wiser that I was using using it, and I was just like, well, there we go. They didn't know, so then that allows me. They didn't know, then why am I paying Adobe? I think if I was more doing a lot of font design, if I was doing a little, I'm going to work on that font. It's not quite right yet, but at least it's a good start. If I was doing more font design or design, graphic design, yeah, I might stick with the Adobe Suite and just build a client for it. But just as I tell my students is, you know, or you go to the tire center, they always bill you for a discharge. They always bill you for the tire disposal fee. Well, then just charge them for the software fee. I mean, everything else. I mean, shoot, you can't even go and pick up you can't even go pick up I might put the NARO over here too. I don't know, I kind of like that idea. You can't even buy food without, you know, them throwing in a tip. It's like going to go to pick up pizza, and they're like, you can tip the window. I'm like, why am I tipping at the window? I'm just picking up the pizza, you know. I mean, it's not like I'm a sit-down restaurant. They're picking up the pizza and then putting it through the window. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not, as you can tell, I'm not a big fan of the, yeah, that's not going to probably work. I may have to move things around a little bit, but the NARO Cinema, yeah. So let's see how this goes. So if you're just joining me, I'm doing the Home Alone poster for the NARO Cinema. I'm going to write it down before I forget. It's going to be December 14th at 8:15, and I'll be there signing posters. So you can come check me out. Yeah. All right. I think I've got a little bit of revision here, so let's go ahead and turn off the thumbnail. Okay. And this is where I'm going to go and rework. We're going to rework this because this isn't quite what I was envisioning. We're going to work on Kevin a little bit, because Kevin just doesn't look like a little kid. He looks too old. His arms are... Maybe it should be straight down instead of to the side. Let's go ahead and remove that. But before we do anything else, before I put those arms in there, we're going to fix that head. That head is just not... Let's fix that. Let's go ahead and distort. There, that's a little bit better. So we'll go ahead and clean that up. And I'm going to fix this here. We're going to clean up. I'm going to remove the hands too. And we're going to... Well, you know what? I take it back. You know, we could fix this hair thing right off the bat because he had a beanie. And with him flying around, that might be the best solution yet, is the beanie. Or not. I don't know. Now he looks like an elf. Ugh. Yeah, I don't like that. I remember he had the beanie, but I'm not sold on that beanie now. Yeah, let's let's try the hair. Let's try the hair again. We're going to zoom in a little bit and bring down the brush on the here. So I thought about, when I was doing this, I was thinking about how can I, and of course this face may not be so wide like that. He was mischievous, so we're going to have to see about trying to adjust that there. Yeah, we'll try this here. I'm going to adjust the eyes. He had big ears. Not quite there. May switch the brushes here, but we'll try to. I know he had that part to the side, which was kind of interesting. And of course have a hair flying. So we'll try that. And what I may do is just put a silhouette. So yeah, this ear could be bigger. Let's make it even more bigger. Give him some super Dumbo ears. That's looking interesting. I don't like the eyes though. I think that the eyes need to go. Let's see if we can put them closer together. Yeah. Almost there. Let's try that again. Let's try it. Let's get away from the shell brush. I think I'm go to the script brush and see if that helps. There we go. Let's go here. Yeah, like that. So, yeah, that's fun. So we'll try to do that, and then I think what I may do is have like a silhouette of his hands. Yeah, you have it behind, way behind. Of course, he has a shirt, so. I thought about doing the sweater, but I'm thinking, I wonder if that might be just too busy. I know he has that sweater though, so we'll see. Let's try erasing some of this. These are just things I'm not sure. I would rather redraw this again and get it the right way, and it feel like it fits. So let's see here. Let's try that. We can try to figure this out this way. Maybe we have a solution here. Okay. So I don't quite like the way the feet are. So I still have the thing under there, but it just doesn't seem natural. So let's erase it and, like anything else, be willing to redraw it, because that's really the only way you can do it sometimes. So maybe he doesn't have to have his foot out here. I'm not against this one here, but it just makes it feel like he's too much of an adult. And that's the thing about these, is that, you know, I feel like now I've got a big head and a little body, and that's what little kids are. Big heads on little bodies. And I'm doing more of a cartoon on this, so let's see if we can figure that out. No, I don't. He's too big here, so he's starting to. Let's go back. I think I need to bring the feet a little bit closer. So let's go ahead and get rid of this here. I always like to try to draw the feet at least. Maybe just like here. And we'll put the foot out like that, because I want to feel like he's sliding down the thing, and he doesn't quite have that much control, but you know. You know, this is something where I think I'll probably do. I'm probably going to delete. I'm going to erase this. I'm going to put it on another layer so I can move it at this point. So let's do that. Let's create a new layer so that we can kind of superimpose where I think maybe I'm just overthinking this and it just needs to. This would be, yeah, see, that feels, maybe he has his foot down. No. Let's try a foot over here. No. I like this part where the knee is. There's the thing about thumbnails. I mean, thumbnails, at least, you know, in roughs, kind of work out good. But then there's a point where it's like, you start to get into details and realize you need to refine and refine. So we will see what we can do about that. There. give him smaller feet. I think I have bigger feet and that's just too much. Okay. I can always carve out the details here. Maybe I should just move. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Now I can kind of go and say, okay, well, you know, he's got boots. That's better. Yeah. So let's see what we've got here. And we can kind of tweak this now. Let's go to distort. Oh, I don't want to do that. See that? The minute I do that, it feels like he's a bigger kid. I want him to feel like a smaller kid. But too much. Let's reset. I almost feel like we're close there. Let me go back to drawing it instead of having it. So the knee there, and then we'll just put the knee here. And we can carve out. I can leave that black there, and then maybe, yeah, all this is going to have to go merge back. Whoops. It's going to have to go merge back the other. And we'll clean that up a little bit, but I think that's at least. Let's go ahead and flatten that down. So a couple. We'll just go ahead and merge that down. There we go. Now I can go back in here and carve that out. Nope. Less is more. Nope. Yeah, less folds don't need to be there. That's that. There's going to be so much going on. Yeah. So let's see. We've got that done. Let's go fix the plane a little bit. Cut the hiccups. It's funny, I did a plane in the other poster for planes, trains, and automobiles, and now I'm doing another one. It's kind of funny. Now what we're going to do is see if I can get the looks like a jet engine. Try to fix this up a little bit. Carve this out. So yeah, if you guys have any questions during my work process, you know, feel free to throw them out there. I'll answer them as best as I can. Looks a little wonky, but we'll see what we can do here. Try and fix that. It may not really matter much because, after all, it's going to. That was much improvement. We're gonna narrow that down a little bit. No, right there. I think it's really trying to get the plane to read, and I want to do wanted to get it to read without doing too much fooling around with the I know some of the planes had the little tip at the end, but you can't really see it from here, so you know, maybe I just need to kind of go like that. I'm going to be faded out, so yeah, it should. We're going to move on for now, right now, but I think that's close enough to get what I need. All right, so if you're just joining, I'm doing the Home Alone poster for the NARO Cinema. Showtime is going to be on December 14th at 8:15, and I'll be there signing posters. DGI and DGI. All right, I've got to go back to sound. I am so getting a wired mic. Go to sound. All right, let's see what we've got here. So output should be Bluetooth, input should be DTI, and testing. Now it's there. This is the second time that this is changed on me, where the audio kicks out. So sorry about that. This is really going to be a messy video production wise. I'm probably just gonna have to do a time lapse of this thing. So yeah. So if you're joining me, I'm doing. Boy, I'm repeating this so many times now. I'm doing the poster for the NARO's showing of Home Alone on December 14th, and it is going to be this week from this Saturday, and I'll be signing for posters there. So if you would like to come check it out, it's in Norfolk, Virginia. It's a wonderful theater, and I'm doing the poster design for this. So we are in the process right now of going to I'm going to put this in the text here. I can go in here, and if my mic cuts out, let me put that in there because this is the second time it's happened. Out again. Please let me know. Thanks. All right, so for those joining, you got me see those comments. If my mic cuts out again, please let me know. That was really unfortunate. I'm gonna get me a wired mic. If anybody's watching and you're watching and you YouTube videos and you got some mic recommendations, I am all ears because this was not cool. This was not cool. I'm actually furious about it now. What can you do? Now this old man had a trench coat, so we're going to work on him a little bit. And he had boots on. So we're going to carve him out a little bit. There's a shovel. Come on. He had clothes on, so that's going to be dark. He had a beard. He had a scarf, didn't he? I think he had a scarf, so we'll see if we can kind of do like a little bit of a knot. There we go. See? All right, and the audio's working. Audio's working again. And Kevin had a scarf too, but I don't know if I was thinking about that hat, but man, that just did not work. Yeah, maybe what we could do is maybe have a shoelace tied. Yeah, loose shoelace or something. So then we'll just have that come out like that, and that there. Let's fix the hands a little bit. Clean it up a little bit here with the thumb. You know, that Home Alone music's so iconic. I did not realize, or at least I probably knew it and I forgot, And I forgot that John Williams had actually done the music for that, which is, it's just fantastic music. It's hard to believe how many movies he's done scores to, and I don't know if I need shading for that, but we'll leave it at that. It's too much. There, that's a little bit better. Yeah, so I wish I could play that music while I'm drawing this, because I think it would be definitely inspirational. Get me in the Christmas mood for sure. So I hope everybody's doing well, getting ready for the Christmas onslaught. I know that I am so far behind. I still haven't done my website sale that I'm planning on, but I've got to get this. And just so you guys know, if you want to see another poster, I'm doing the Christmas Story, one of my favorite Christmas movies, along with it's a double feature, and it's going to be partnered with It's a Wonderful Life. And I can tell you that I'm going to go crazy with that poster. It's going to be to the effect of where Ralphie and Jimmy Stewart, I'm trying to remember the character's name now. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a crazy. That's what I love about NARO posters, is that when we do the posters, you just don't know what you're going to be expecting, because these are not your typical Hollywood posters. They're out there. So all right, we're only an hour in, and I feel like I've gotten a lot done. So I'm really happy about where I'm at right now. More to do. Speaking of more to do, let's work on Joe Pesci's face. So this is going to be a hard one, because I know Joe Pesci's face is round, so I'm going to try to see what I can do to kind of get that, but in a kind of just the generalization of a round face. He had beady little eyes. I remember everybody basically comments him for his beady little eyes. So try to work on that a little bit. I want to say they were wider though. Put it wider. It's a little bit better, but this is really kind of more of a newer style for me. To be honest with you guys, so I'm not sure. We'll just have to see how this goes. Right. I like this part button. So maybe I should just try to. Fred Flintstone look of, 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah. See how that goes. He's got a pot belly, so we're gonna put that out there. Yeah, no. We're gonna try to. There. It's a little bit better. Alright, so we're gonna work on the hands. The idea is that, he's grasping for Kevin McAllister, and he's just not getting him. He's tripping over. So try this and see how this works. You know what? I think I had it. So we'll do that there. Figure out here. I don't like the way that the hand's going, so we're gonna work on that. All right. Testing. Weird. That is like going in and out. Let me just double check to see where the audio is coming from here. Yeah. I don't know if the batteries are low. I charged before, so I don't know, but this is really frustrating. So we will see. At least I heard that input go. So yeah, my audio has been kicking in and out, and I'm definitely, without a doubt, interested in now. I'm getting wired mic and putting that, you know, in front of me, because that is just, I mean, the DJI is really good mic for doing out in the field for my plein air, but this cutting in and out is just too frustrating. So let's figure out this here. So he's gonna clear out a little bit of this. That feels super unnatural. Sure does. All right, let's reconstruct. We're going to reconstruct this whole fall scene here. We're going to erase all of this. Yeah, we're going to erase all of this here to try and clear up. How is he really falling? I'm going to create a new layer to work this out. And I wonder if we should really go back and we should move him up a little bit higher. I've been wondering about since I put that in there. So we're just going to drag this around here. And let's see about moving him a little bit higher, just out of reach. And oh wow, reset. I forgot I had the distort on. Just out of reach of the Kevin McAllister. There, I think that's better. It's funny how you will, like I said, do these thumbnails and you think, oh yeah, that's great, but then you realize, nope, it's not right. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of good. So make it look like he's leaping up. And we can put the jacket back the way it should have been. Clear up this here. I don't think I need that layer right now. So go ahead and clear this up. And yeah, so that's where we are right now. We're just trying to have some fun with this. I wonder if we should even move Kevin McAllister further up. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. I want to work on the old man a little bit. I like the idea of, oops. Yeah, that's it right there. We gotta have pizza like flying everywhere too, so you know, let's do that. So hopefully the audio is syncing up with my talking. I don't know, I haven't even dared to try that. That's another thing I'm gonna have to work on. So as I try to make these little live productions even better. Nope. We're gonna have like a, maybe you have like a little big toe. Toes are kind of swollen. Yeah, we'll do little cartoon toes there. We'll have some nails going in, so that'll be fun. So having some nails, although that was really more of Joe Pesci, still it's fun. So if you're joining me just now, I'm doing the Home Alone poster for the NARO, December 14th at 8:15 in Norfolk, Virginia. It's going to be a wonderful outing. I'll be there signing posters for the event, so you can get a poster and get amazing popcorn. Their popcorn, I can attest, is way better than the other movie theaters because they actually care about the popcorn and the food. So yeah, it's a classic art house theater, and it's fantastic. So I'm doing the poster for this. We're going to do, I want to make his face longer, and we're going to have the eyes. So let's see if we can have like that. Eyes, and the forehead. And we're going to erase part of this here. So we'll try to do this here, like there's the spider, so we'll just try to draw the little spider there. And try to do the legs a little bit better. If you're watching and my sound goes out, please let me know. I am going to definitely get a hardwired mic because having the audio go out, I think 2 or 3 times now during this session is unacceptable. So that's where we are right now. Try to get everything done here. There, that helps. if let's just put a little hole in there and just, no. He has beady black eyes. I just don't know about the eyebrows. I don't feel like they're there yet. Should they be heavier? I can't remember. I'd have to look up a photo of Joe Pesci. Maybe I could do a little bit more with the mouth. Go bigger. No. So let's see what we can do here. We're just trying to, maybe it needs to be smaller. So let's go back. Let's go even smaller. Maybe no teeth. Maybe we're just going. Maybe it needs to be fatter too. I feel like you just have something, maybe like the hat fall off. I just remember you had a cop hat. I'm not sure. These are all things to think about. Yeah, a little bit of hair, but man, I'm just not sure about. Yeah. You know what? I'm wondering if I should squash Joe Pesci just a little bit more, but or maybe just the leg a little more. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Let's take it down to a notch. There. So we're both going to be barefoot. I think that's what I'll have, because that makes sense. I think what I'll do is I'm just kind of like filling some things that just need to be black and white to kind of simple, so like inking, if you will. And then this would allow me to put that star on there. It's really a police badge though. But would it read as a police badge? That's the question. I'll clean up some areas here. Let's go back to these fingers. There, that's good. Let's clean up a little bit here. All right, so let's clean up a little bit here. That'll work. We'll see how that goes there. So we'll. Let's see if we can get this to read as best as possible. So that's where we're at right now. The idea is that he's going to trip over his partner, and then we'll put some lines over here as far as, you know what, I think I'll probably do that in shading, and once post colors, some shade over the body. These are all things I think about, and I'm like, what can I do? So We'll have some pizzas laid out here. Kind of like the idea of the car being abandoned is yeah, we'll put a little pizza sign on the car too. Clear up that a little bit. There. Put a little bit of a side mirror. Clean up this a little bit. Thinner on the roof. Let's make it thinner. Let's raise that up a little bit. And give it little hubcaps. Bumper. Tailpipe. Undercarriage. Fender here. Let's clear out that a little bit. Let's try and get that bumper, the hubcap. Yeah, that works. I like that. We'll clear that out a little bit. Clear that out. So it's going pretty good. Put a little bit of engine there, so we'll put that in. We'll have the hood thrown open. So I'm gonna pause the auto real quick. Hey Jay, welcome back. You've missed a little bit of the shenanigans. The audio has been kicking out on me, so I've decided I'm going to get a wired mic. I had one before. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I'm definitely gonna go get me a wired mic because the Bluetooth mic kicking in and out was just a super drag. So this is where I'm at right now. Trying to hurry up to get to the stage. We're at 9:37. I'd like to be finished up with the initial layout of this to get going so I can start coloring this. So let's see what we can do to get that going. And it'll be some fun. Put some steps. So one of the things that I like to do is float around and not spend too much time on one particular thing, because then you don't get things done, you overwork it. So I'm going to kind of try that here. See if I can get the door to be a little bit more narrow. There we go. The idea is having the door kind of like, I don't know, sometimes you eat less is more, and I think this is really it. Is just kind of make the door look all the way open. Just black space. Thanks, Jay. How's your night going? Hopefully you're doing good. So we're going to just try and work on this archway just a little bit to make it even out. And then I've got to figure out hand here, so. No, he's going to be grasping. Let's try this. Or maybe he is going to be grasping out. Let's try to work that out. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, somebody's getting steak dinner. There you go. Steak dinner. Carve that out a little bit. So once again, this is kind of, I don't know, I'm trying to do cartoon style in a way that is a little bit different. Each time I do one of these posters, I try to push my style into an uncomfortable zone. Usually a lot of people know me for my painterly stuff, and when I was a kid in high school, I used to do cartoons all the time, and then I stopped. And I felt like this would be a great time to just try to reinvigorate when I got the offer to join the artists on the NARO for doing the NARO push, I said this would be a great time to try to branch out and do my comic book style, because I don't really have a comic book style. Don't. So I thought it's like, well, this would be kind of fun to like, well, let's just see what happens, and then rather than by try to ape somebody else, just let's let this organically happen and see what happens, and see if I can get anything to fun to happen. Obviously I do have a lot of influences, but I thought this would be a fantastic time to try to just wing it. Not always good to wing it, but yeah, this is kind of where I was hoping for. Nope, it's gotta be like that. Nope. So yeah. I am sick of this cold weather. I'm so sick of it. It is. I'm already waiting to go outside, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's not cold where you guys are at. You know what I'm gonna do? Make his shirt all ratty looking, because I'm thinking that might be funner. It's funny that I was reading that Macaulay Culkin's younger brother, I can't remember his first name, but he said he wasn't going to let his young kids watch the movie yet, because there's a scene where they tell him near the end that they're going to bite his fingers off, and he says that's scary to a 3-year-old. And I'm like, you have no idea the resilience of these kids. But I mean, I guess maybe they're just I don't know, but still, that's got to be really cool that your uncle, you're watching a movie where your uncle was a kid and they're in this movie that's just timelessly funny. I mean, you just can't, it doesn't get any better than Home Alone. It's hilarious. So you're used to the cold. Still sucks. Yes, it does. It sucks. I can't stand the cold. There we go. It's a hairy spider too, so. I'm trying to make it a spider, and hopefully it'll read as a spider, but we'll see. So yeah, well, so far the audio has been sticking on, which is good. Yeah, I had the audio drop out, and man, that was not fun. just to sit there and like point of view of you're talking and nobody can hear you. That's how this whole video started off. The audio just kicked out on me right as it went live. Like, that isn't fun. Alright, let's see how who's coming here. Home Alone and the we've got him tripping. Hey there. What am I using to draw with? I'm using Procreate, the app, and right now I'm using the script brush, which is one of the default brushes in the calligraphy brush. So I started off using the shale brush, which is like one brush or two brushes above this one here, but I use the script brush as of more recently. So I switch off between the two. I like the shale brush for just roughing things out, and then I like the script brush for being a little bit more detailed. So I hope that answers the question. They're both great brushes, and I can't say enough about Procreate as far as providing great brushes to start off with. So yeah. And this is, if you're just joining in, this is a poster for the NARO Theater, which is going to be showing Home Alone. And so this is kind of my cartoon attempt. I'm a little short on deadline, so I don't want to have to try and deal with too much of likenesses on this. Just try to kind of get the idea of a cartoon style. So I'm trying to draw the house and more part of the house. We should probably put another window here just to kind of give an idea that the shutter that way, make it darker. Then that way we kind of get the idea that this is a house. That this part of the house here, this part of the house here is not, I don't know if you guys can, yeah, you guys can't see my mouse. This part of the house, the main part is connected, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. And then have snow and whatnot, so lots of cleaning up, but then I'm just going to go in and color. And so my goal is to try to get this done tonight. Yeah, tonight. So let's see here. And this is an 11 by 17 format, so let's go ahead and work on the trees a little bit. Because I thought it would be kind of cool to have the trees decorated. Have some lights and stuff. And so yeah, there we go. We'll probably put some lights on the tree as well, on the building. We'll also do a little bit of the Let's do the chimney. So we're going to float over and do some of the chimney a little bit. I don't like that. I'm going to have to get that feature off. Okay, and then let's get some of that drippy snow on there. So yeah, I'm going to treat this like a comic book and just pretty much do this blue line is going to be converted to ink line. Then I'm going to go underneath and we're just going to color away as soon as I get everything else done. So a lot of cleaning up of lines here. So far the audio hasn't kicked out on me. I haven't used the digital drawing tool yet. There are so many. I heard Procreate is good. No, it's not good. It's great. I hate drawing in Photoshop. I don't find anything fun about it. I don't. It's just not designed for artists. They haven't figured out. I mean, a lot of artists have adapted and they do amazing work. Don't get me wrong, but I don't enjoy it. I really don't. I can't say enough about Procreate. They understand artists. I'm not getting paid to spout this. This is just my personal opinion. They get it. They honestly get it. They understand what artists. They do it in an Apple way, where it's simple. Get out of the way and let the artist create. And I think that Photoshop has just been bogged down with just too much. It's funny because I teach Photoshop during the day as a teacher. It's hilarious. So I guess I won't be getting any sponsorships from Adobe. Well, maybe. We'll see. I've heard they've made great improvements to their program called Fresco. And actually, I heard that they made it free, which I think is, wow, the most un-Adobe thing I've heard in a while. I mean, what? Make it free for everybody to use? Why on earth would you do that? But they did. At least that's my understanding. I think that's a step in the right direction. But they've got to make the software simple. You just can't. You got to get it out of the way, and I think that's why Procreate just ate them alive and took over. So, but and some of my to answer some of my questions about the brushes, I do digital painting where I design my own brushes, all of my own brushes, and I create them to look kind of like my oil painting style, which is a lot of fun. So there we go. All right, so that's looking a lot cleaner. I don't know what I had over here. We're gonna clean it up. Oh, I remember there was, it's kind of like another, I know what it was. It was kind of another, doorway side. I mean, there's a side doorway, so I don't know. Maybe I was thinking of that. So, well, we'll just leave it at that. Just enough information to kind of, yep. So let's. So I like the idea of having. That's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna wrap his hand around like he's gotten tangled up in the lights with a mousetrap snapping his foot. Yeah, I love that shocked look on his face when he's trying to do that spider thing was just classic, so classic. I get I just get so you watch these classic movies and see this movie, you know it's coming, the spider, but it's hilarious to watch. Okay. So, all right, we're gonna put. Was there bowling? Yeah, there was a bowling ball there too. So, and then there was the iron. Oh yeah. We gotta have the iron in there somehow. So, I kind of like. So yeah, have like the iron there. Just have little things to kind of remind people of the things that happen. We're gonna. Yeah, as much as I would like to have a little bit more likeness for Joe Pesci, I just don't think I'm gonna get that. So we're gonna try to take this part out. I'll put it back in, but I think I'll just do a gray part. Just try to get the face somewhere, because I think this was a little bit better. Maybe be a little fatter. That's not really looking like Joe Pesci, but it's alright. I don't know if there's just not a lot of time to go on this, but he was a dirty little grease ball in there, so let's try it again. I'm gonna color that in, give him the Flintstone shave kind of thing. Red cheeks, red nose. Maybe that'll work. We'll see. I just want to see if I can kind of figure this out a little bit better. Okay, yeah, that looks a bit better. Should I go in a little bit more? There might be something I could work with. Let's clean up this area here. So. Oh, if I go with Procreate, what should I go on my shopping list to add? Just the Apple Pencil for your iPad is really the only thing I can really think of. You don't need to spend an incredible amount of money on it. And you know, the Procreate would work on even the base level iPad, so you don't feel like you need to get the iPad Pro. I wonder if I should kind of clear this a little bit. Come on, stop. Yeah, I hope that helps. Yeah, you don't need the latest and greatest iPad. I want to say that his eyebrows were. His eyebrows. I mean, I'm just trying to go from memory, but. Yeah, there's just really from that angle, it's not the easiest to try and get a look, so to speak. I like the idea of exaggerating. Oops. So let's see if we can kind of just make it a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. All right. Let's go ahead and clean up this area over here. what we're going to do is put it back, and we'll clear out this. I was thinking of putting like a house, but I like the idea of this tree kind of here. Just kind of have it fade into, like, you know. That's one thing it took me a while to get with plein air is the, you know, faking in a background without making it too much of a distraction. So I think that's too hard of a line. We're gonna have to make that. Yeah, that's it right there. Just kind of. And that frosty look there, I think that'll work. So we'll go ahead and work on the lights. We're at 10:08, so 2 hours in, not too bad. Wasn't there a bear trap or something? I feel like there was, or should have been. We'll leave some nails out, and marbles, and Hot Wheel cars once I get everything else done. But I definitely want to just go ahead and clear that up and just kind of draw a little bit better than where it was. Alright, so let's see here. Let's try it. I like the idea of a bear trap. So comic book kind of style. I don't know if it's going to read though. No, I don't think it's going to read. I think it'd be too. I don't know. We had nails everywhere, so there was nails. Put those. I almost feel like those hands could be longer. I really do. I feel like I should extend those long arms. So let's do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them out. We'll do cut. Oh, go back. We're going to have to do that again. Let's undo. Okay, so we select those. We'll do. Select. Cut. Nope, that didn't work either. I feel like they've changed this. Alright, we'll try this one more time. So I'm going to go over here. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to go over here. We're just going to do a rough cut. I'm going to go straight here. We'll cut. There, that's what I want. and then we'll just hit paste. It should paste it in a new layer. There we go. Success. Yeah, that's where the hand should be. Yeah, I really feel like, I know for some people it's like the iPads, like, oh, and the Apple iPad and the pencil, and Procreate's only like $12 or something like that. I really feel like most people are going to, it's the best bang for your buck for what Procreate does. I mean, it really is. But I understand not everybody has that budget. But then again, I can't really speak to the Windows part. I just, having years working with Apple, I hear the complaints about the other competition. So I briefly worked on PCs, and I couldn't wait to get off them, and I never wanted to go back to them. So maybe that might be a little bit of biased, but yeah. Oh, I'm erasing the hand. Whoops. No, I am not erasing the hand. Okay, let's go to erase some stuff that I can see here. Alright, let's go put the hand back in there. Yeah, so that's my bias. I've worked with Apple for many years. And I can attest that Procreate's so easy to use. My daughter was using it when she was 2. Yes, 2 years old, and this is before the pencil came out. And I mean, it's just such a fantastically intuitive design. It really is. All right, I think I'm close to getting everything merged down. Ooh, that's up here. I mean, if I was trying to do this in 2 hours on Photoshop, not gonna happen. At least for me. I mean, I know there's other artists that are super fast, and they're fantastic at what they do, and they can knock this out in 2 hours. I just like the intuitiveness on this and the speed. So that's where we are right now. And we are at 10:14, so not too bad. I've only spent a little over 2 hours on this. All right, let's go ahead and merge that layer. Okay. Let's clean up these lines a little bit. And we're going to redo Home Alone. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on another layer. We're going to go black. I'll probably change the color later, but I just want to let's go a little bit thicker. I really do enjoy doing my hand-drawn fonts for these projects. May have to distort this a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. So, yes, I do. I teach advertising design at I teach advertising design, and it's a vo-tech school, so I teach commercial art. And it's a lot of fun. Super fun. Let's go ahead and distort here. Okay, I like that. And also teach evening classes for adults at where I'm at. We also offer in Norfolk. We offer evening classes. So I'll teach those as well. So that's a lot of fun. One of my classes is digital. The other one is traditional oil painting. So if you go to my website, liquidmethod.com, you'll see more of my traditional. This is like really not the style I'm known for. That's the fun part about this. Is really like nobody knows me for this stuff at all. I mean, I didn't even draw like this in high school. So this is like uncharted territory. That's awful. All right, let's try home. We're gonna go and manipulate this a little bit more. Let's go ahead and distort. That's a little bit better. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Actually, I'm going to do another layer because I can put it together. We're going to do that. Okay. So let's do that here. Let's go ahead and remove that. We're going to have to figure this out. I want it to be more of a pointy A though. So let's let's see here. We'll try to carve out there. Give a little bit more space. Put the E here. Try to follow a little bit similar to the E. There. I might try to make this, add little tails to this, I'm not sure. Home Alone. I may have to change the curve a little bit. But let's see what we can do with Home Alone and just distort. Okay. Yeah, if you subscribe to this channel, then you've seen most of my painting stuff, but not like this is relatively new, the painting stuff. So this is more cartoonish. Let's try this. We're gonna go and I don't want to. We're just gonna zap the E because it's not quite right. I feel like, let's get this down here. How long have I been an artist? As long as I can hold a crayon. That's the honest truth. But was I any good with the crayon? No. But I had the passion. I think that's what separates most people, is having the passion. That looks better. Home Alone. Yeah, I almost wonder if I should have wrote this down and then curved it. Let's try that, because I'm just still not feeling this. I like that better. It's just not working. So we're going to turn all of this off. And we're going to do a little typography, hand-drawn typography. So let's do this. We're going to put a line here and a line here, a line here, and a line here. We'll create a new layer, and let's begin. Sometimes it's easier to do this and then manipulate it. Trying to already do it on a slant's been just a little challenging for me, so. So we're working on the that's looking good. So, okay, and let's make it a little bit more distressed. So I need to stress the ease a little bit more. Yeah, let's see our home alone. That looks pretty good. Let's do a little distress though. So let's put a little bit of anytime, Chloe. Just keep at it, and keep learning. Those who have the drive eventually find their way to, making art. It's a long road, but it's definitely attainable. Okay, let's do some distress marks. Okay, yeah, it looks good. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll turn this off, and we'll turn this back on. And we're going to duplicate this so I don't mess it up. Turn that off, and we're going to go to here, and we're going to begin to distort here to fit it on said. And then line it up with what I projected with. Okay. And then we're going to go to the warp tool. I'm going to try to, there we go. Yeah, that's way better. That's way better. Yeah, Home Alone. Yay. Shortcuts. Love shortcuts. Okay. We're doing pretty good, but we are still not out of the woods yet. So let's see here. We're going to duplicate this layer. Okay, I hope I'm back. Okay, I hope I'm back. That was not fun. It's like, yeah, so that was not fun. Let me fix this here. Can I go to, I don't want to go to mic mode. Backdrop, there we go. All right. Yeah, that was not fun. I hope, do I do traditional art? Yes, I do. I do traditional art, and I do fine art painting, plein air painting, do competitively travel across the country to do competitions. It's a lot of fun. So, and it does inform me on, kind of what I do here. I can't say enough that you wouldn't think it, but plein air painting has really helped me on all aspects of my drawing, believe it or not. So, well, I'm glad I was able to get back online after that drop. So we're going to clear this out here. And then I'm going to put, we're going to do the NARO Cinema, so I'll probably take this off here. And okay, let's go ahead and put this back. Oh, no, not there. Home Alone. And then what we're going to do is we'll create this. We'll turn this off. We'll turn this off right now. The next thing I need to do is create a new layer, and we're going to do the NARO Cinema font. So I do oil for my plein air work. You can go to my website. It's in the comments below, liquidmethod.com. Am I on the new layer, right? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So the NARO's a art house theater located in Norfolk, Virginia. This is what the poster's for. Is their showing of Home Alone. So let's put this here. And so far the audio is doing good. I'm definitely going to get a wired mic. And then we'll do. Let's do NARO Cinema. I'm going to stretch that out, so let's take that. We'll go to freeform. There we go. So NARO Cinema. And we'll duplicate that. Turn this one off. Turn the guidelines off. Turn our illustration back on. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Turn Home Alone on. And then we'll go to here and we'll fit this there. We'll do distort. Try to get this so it doesn't get cropped off. I think it should be in the area because I want to make sure I don't get it in the area that gets cropped off. So NARO Cinema. Try to get this in here to. I just want it to be in. Make sure that it's in a safe area. Okay, I think that should be safe enough to, that's not going to get cropped off. Maybe not. Maybe I could move this up a little bit. And we could take Home Alone and move it up just a little bit too. That might be cancel. That might be the best. Oh, those are the wrong ones. Yeah. No, that fits perfectly. Let's go back to NARO. Okay, I think that works better. Okay. Home Alone, NARO Cinema, and yeah, that should be good. Let's see here. Thanks. that's so cool. I wanted to be an artist on and off my whole life. I just never felt like I was good enough to be professional. Just do it. Just commit to doing it. It will, you know. What's the definition of professional? I mean, if you're doing the work and you're having fun, and people like your work enough to part money for it, then yeah, that's all you need. That's really all you need. So let's go in here and let's throw this thing into black and white. I'm gonna leave the font, so we're gonna go here. Boom, boom. I'm gonna duplicate it because I have room. And then what we're going to do is go here and we're going to hit select and presto changeo badang. There we go. This is so much easier than what I used to have to go through. So let's, I want to clean up the old guy here a little bit. So I'm not sure how to do it, but we're going to give it a shot. Okay, so script. No, I don't know. I think I'm gonna. We'll worry about that later. I think I got enough everything here to go. So let's just begin painting underneath, and then I can put some filters below that. So we're gonna create a new layer. We're gonna name it color. Rename caps lock color. But before that, we're going to go and put another layer underneath of it. Oh. And it's going to be you'll see what I'm going to do. And we're going to go with we'll just go with this color. I think this will work. Maybe a little bit more nighttime. And we're going to fill layer. There. Let's give me something to work with here. So Home Alone. Then we'll lock this layer, and then we'll go back to the color layer. I'm going to take this and put this over above it. And let's go ahead and begin coloring. We're going to do the moon. So we'll just take this over here. And let's see here. Oh, I would definitely want that to be more yellow. Yeah. So let's have some fun and do some coloring in. This is where the magic. I don't know about magic, but yeah, it's fun. No. So as far as needing to know about everything, no. Just learn a few techniques to where you can get your work looking, professional, and then don't worry about knowing everything. That'll come with time. But yeah, the main thing is just, work on getting your work to be as good as you possibly can. Really, that's the best advice I could give to you. And the technology is secondary. Learn, the drawing skills are the most important thing. All right, let's see here. So I want to have a little bit lighter than that. Purple sky. Yeah, let's do that. I'll just try to have as much fun with this as possible. Alright, let's see here. So I'm really trying to work as fast as possible now. I'm sorry for not talking as much. I'm kind of fading out a little bit of not getting a lot of sleep lately. I tried to take a nap knowing I was going to have to do this long haul of a painting. So yeah, we're in what, about at 3 hours on this thing. How do you know when you're good enough to put out your show? Just put it out. Let other people figure out whether it's good or not. Seriously, just put it out there, and let other people figure out if it's good enough to show. You know, that's, I think, and that's really kind of even good advice to myself. Is put it out there, let other people figure out if it's good enough or not. And of course, I think, and I'm not assuming, but I would say that for me, I was always worried about people. Well, then people are gonna say, oh, well, you suck. And so, and I would worry about what other people would say about my work. Oops, sorry, let me adjust that there. I'd worry about what people would say about my work, and it would, you just gotta do it. And you'll get better. It'll happen. I guarantee you'll get better, but you gotta put your stuff out. Alright, so let's do some snow here. So yeah, we'll see. It's coming along. So let's see here. What's funny is they recently last Christmas put out another continuation of A Christmas Story, but with the actors as they are now, and they got the father. I want to say it was like flashbacks. I can't remember how that was. No, it was a couple years ago. They did one. They did several, and not their most recent one is actually a couple years ago. They continuation with Robbie when he was older, and they found an actor who kind of looked like Peter Billingsley. And it was a cute one. And the tall criminal, I can't remember his name, played the actor, played the father, and we did a really great job. Although it was different, they did a fantastic job with it. So all right, so that's where we're at right now. Come pretty good. Let's start throwing in some. What do I want to do next? Oh, I got to do the snow more on the house. So I want to do the snow on the house. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little darker here. We're going to put a little bit of shadow. Oops. Come on. Stop. Go away. All right. There's a Home Alone when they're older, or no, this is, I'm sorry to confuse you. There's A Christmas Story. Yeah, there's, not to confuse you, The Christmas Story, because I'm doing the Christmas Story poster that's kind of a, it's, that's got to be more bluer. Christmas Story, and I'm doing the poster. It's a double feature of the Christmas Story and It's a Wonderful Life, and so that's the next one. So sorry to confuse you on that. There we go. Let's fix this here, and oh, how do I do that? So let's do that. I gotta be careful with this stuff. What's the problem is when you get tired. Let's go ahead and should I do here the shutters? Yeah. Shutters are white. And then we can kind of do the windows. Here we go. Things are coming together. All right, let's try to get this closer to blue. I don't know if I want to do that. No, absolutely not. Let's try to select here. Let's go. Maybe purple. No. I'm going to find the right value for this. No. That's going to be tough. No. Let's go to purple. Maybe let's work our way backwards. No. I almost want to say leave that alone and let's go here and just like make this then darker. Yes. Lots of decisions to be made. Alright, see how it's going here, and then it looks much better. It's coming along. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes it's hard to watch some of these art videos, being me making them. I will agree that some of them are harder than others, but that's kind of why I do some of the live ones, just so that if people have questions, they can ask me. It's and then show the process. I do a lot of time lapse as well, and I try to make those interesting, but those aren't always easy either. All right, let's see what we're gonna do. I want to do a light. No, that definitely did not work. Let's go back to here. Yeah, that was better. All right. Which brings us to here. Let's do this. Color in. And then I want to do a little bit darker. Wait, nope, that's not it. It's got to be. Let's go more white. I don't know, that's going to be too much, but we'll see. Oh, that's right on spot. Let's just do it. Let's put it here because he's wearing a white t-shirt. And then we'll start to do the colors of the hand. Too dark. Let's go lighter. Yeah, that's good. Let's see here. We're gonna Go back to the purple here and fix that. And then now I'm going to try to go with the eyes. Now he's got beady eyes. I shouldn't even bother with that. Okay. I want to give him that 5 o'clock shadow, so. Oops. I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but we'll try it there. Interesting. Let's try to. I almost feel like it should be more pinkish. Oops. No, that's interesting right there. And we'll have them do the foot here. Whoop, that's wrong color. Go over here. Then I want to do a pink, more pinkish on this for this guy. So, there we go. That's more like it. So yeah, that's looking good. And you can feel like my energy is just like drying, sapping out because I'm barely talking now. But I'll put a time lapse out for this as well. I need to do one for the other poster, just haven't had time. So let's get that out soon. Let's see how that is going here. Yeah, so let's. Now we got to do the kiddo. Whoops, wrong color. And he's more pasty white pink. Yeah, there we go. I'm probably going to give him slightly reddish ears and nose. Okay, let's go. Blonde. Gotta be more. He's got that sharp blonde hair. And of course, teeth. And then, of course, he's got to have rosy cheeks and all that stuff. So let's see what we can do with that. So we'll do a little bit of pinkish nose. Man, no, he had like an orange sweater. No. And then change some, fix some things there, fix some things here. And then we'll go with moon and kind of go with a little bit of a, I don't know if I want to, oh, let's go here and maybe just go slightly darker. Yeah, that's what we'll do, is we'll kind of go. Now, the trick is I can't have that plain, that dark. So this is how I plan to fix that. Let's see here. We have sorry, I'm trying to get the window to work. Come on. fit there. Whoops, I went too big. Oh, I'm really messing things up. Sorry, guys. OBS does not like to go full screen. I'm gonna go and get it out. Uh-oh, did I just crash the thing? I don't know how I got it that small. Oh, jeez. What the heck happened? Options. Keep it dark. No. Show all windows. There we go. Let me get this out of. Oh, it's a stupid. I've done something dumb there. I'm actually messing with the window here. Oh, Doug, what an idiot. I should have locked that. Can I pull that down? Okay. Let's see if I can lock that. I thought I moved that lock. There. Yeah, so let me get that out of full screen. And sorry, guys. There we go. Whew, sorry about that. All right. So I've got a trick. Let me get back on track here. I got a trick to get rid of that plane and push it back. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new layer. And then I'm going to paint over top of that plane. Set color. I know it sounds crazy. But then we're going to go and do the opacity. Like that. Ding. That's it. Like that. So now the plane is in the distance. Yeah. So easy peasy on that. Yeah. This is going to take more than I thought. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. We're gonna. Whoops, change this to here. Oh, wrong layer. Dude, go back to where it was. Here. And then we'll darken this. Nope, I want more blue. Gray. There, that's a little bit better. Fix that there. Let's go back into here and put some snow. Do a little bit of red. Then we're going to go back over to here. We're going to do a little bit of brown. That spider. Now I'm going to erase part of it. So. Maybe a little bit smaller. No, it should be the other way. Let's try. And then we'll put, oh, red. Let's do red. There we go. Now that'll read as a spider. There we go. So that solves that. I don't know if I've got this solved though. I want to go back here and we're going to try and solve its face a little bit. Red nose. It's not red. Yeah, it's hard. That's a tough one, but I'm not sure what else to do on that. Yeah, it's getting there. Let's do the car. So we'll go over here and then do a variant. I believe it was red. So we'll do a variant of red there. It's far enough in the background. No, this is coming out pretty good. You'll have to do the pizza now. Try to get yellow. A little bit more white. Or brown. Let's try to go brown. That's too orangish. We need to go browner. It's a little too brown. So many things to get right. Let's do this. Nope. Let's get the crust right first, and then we can put the cheese. Okay, I think that'll do, and then we can put the cheese in the middle. And then now let's go get the cheese. There, that's pizza. Let's also then do the mouse trap with this color. No, it should be the cheese color, should be brighter. Yes. And then, yeah. Let's get there. So, when you're not live, do you draw better quiet or with music? If I'm outside doing plein air, it depends. Sometimes I like to just have silence and hear nature. If I'm doing, I don't always do that. Sometimes I'll do. Sometimes I'm streaming. Sometimes I'll do. That should be green, not red. Sometimes I'll listen to music. A lot of times, just depends. There, that's better green. So let's see here. That's better. Yeah, like that. That green hat, white beard. That'll work. Yeah. And let's see here. We'll put. Yeah, that'll work. We'll do the snow like that. Snow tree. There we go. We can kind of do there. Yeah, that's good. Now we need to do some of the lights, so let's go ahead and we'll start with some of these red lights. Just do red and green. I think that'll be the best. Maybe a little bit of yellow. Let's go ahead and. I don't think I have a more intense yellow, so let's go ahead and add that. And then we'll do green. Okay, yeah, that's coming together. Now that hum alone needs to be, can't be in black. We're going to put it in red. So let's go ahead and do that. That's this one here. So, yep, we're going to do this. We're going to duplicate it. And let's go to good red. And let's see if we can select. Maybe a little bit different red. Let's try a warmer red. Let's try that. Maybe not so intense. Select. That is better. And then we'll do the NARO Cinema. We'll duplicate that. Try a green or white. I'm thinking it's like, let's go to a white here. Let's do select. Oh, let's get out of select there. What happened? Lost it. Okay, select. There we go. I don't know. I don't take that. Let's go back to deselect. Let's try a green. I don't think it's gonna work. Well, that's not too bad. Okay, so we're gonna get to, I've put in 3.5 hours on this. Way more than, I mean, it's coming out good, but man, I'm getting tired, and it just means I'm just gonna have to finish it up a little bit later, but at least it's good enough to kind of show as far as my work process, so I don't feel too bad. Yeah, this has been definitely a work process for sure. Let's try to see if we can get this earning board there, and then darker blue. Yeah, there we go. So that'll be the earning. For the earning. I just don't know about this guy's face. It just is bothering me. I'm gonna have to work on that a little bit. But overall, I've got a pretty good foundation. Let's just do a time lapse for fun real quick, and then let's wrap it up. We'll call it a quits for tonight. So let's do a time lapse replay, and just to kind of show what's been going on. So there's my thumb, and then here is me just sketching out, and the boy looked too old, so we had to do a lot of work. So I just basically roughed in, and then we worked on him, tried to get his feet, worked on the plane, worked on the old man, kind of worked on that a little bit. The thieves made it more look. So Home Alone, NARO Cinema. Then we started coloring. We didn't really get to color till after the title and everything. So here we are. I'll probably get a little bit more done, but yeah, at least it's a good start for now. So I don't know, I may have to go back and redo the Joe Pesci character. I'm not sure what I'm missing. Maybe I should just put a cop hat on him. I don't know, we'll see. Thanks. I'm glad that you guys like the way it looks. And so I wanted to say thanks for tuning in. I'll be doing a time lapse of this and sharing the final. And so if you happen to be in the Norfolk area, December 14th at 8:15, I'll be signing posters. So until then, you guys have a great night. And just keep the drive, keep drawing, keep painting, and I'll see you guys later.